today we're going to be discussing how you can upload Amazon KDP books super duper fast. But before we get into my super quick and efficient system on uploading Amazon KDP books, specifically journals in this case, and transferring books from print-on-demand t-shirt designs to Amazon KDP designs, let's talk about how if you smash the like button, I'll be forever grateful and I would really appreciate that so much. So go ahead and do that. Smash the like button if you enjoy this video or find it helpful whatsoever. So in this video, I'm going to be using the tool BookBolt to do basically this really quick process. However, there are some free alternatives to uploading covers and converting your covers to books. You can use Merch Titans, I believe, has a free version of the mass cover converter. So you can do that, or you can use your BookBolt 7-day trial or 3-day trial, absolutely free. And if you use my code, you get 20% off for lifetime. It's only $10 a month, and I do really like this service. BookBolt not only has tools for making and creating books, but they have a lot of research tools on there too, so I would highly recommend them. Now, something else you're going to need is a Chrome extension. So you guys are probably going to be needing to use Chrome for this. A Chrome extension called BookBolt Lister, and I'll go over and I'll show you guys the tools we're going to use in just a second here. Alright, so the first tool we're going to be using is BookBolt Bolt Mass Cover Converter, and basically what I'm going to be doing is sizing these for journals, because what the purpose of this activity of uploading really fast is for mainly is changing your t-shirt designs over to journals on KDP and uploading them fast. So starting from the process, here are our designs. I'm just going to do 10 because I want to get the concept across. I know that you could do this really fast. You could do this in 10 or 20 minutes and not even 30 minutes. It honestly doesn't take me 30 minutes. If I just focus and do it, it takes me very little amount of time. So what I do initially is I highlight these designs. So I would either highlight them and drag them over to this upload button, or you can click on the upload button and then find them and click the ones you want. You can hold down Control if you don't know this and click multiple of the designs, or if they're all in one folder, just click Control A. Shortcuts are really important and they're going to help you a lot to make things just faster in general, so I would highly recommend using keyboard shortcuts. Now what you want to do is, now that you have them all selected, is drag them, and I'm going to drop them over here to the upload image tabs. And then now once they're all here, you click start. Make sure you have your page count and your background to the one you actually want, to the one that you're going to use on your listing when you upload. I use 6x9 120 and background black because our text is white. And something also to keep in mind is whatever interior you are using to upload these books, make sure it matches up with the dimensions you're using here. So if you have a journal or empty journal pages that is not 6x9, a different size, then put that size or get a different interior that make sure it matches this, is what I'm saying in general. And if you guys don't know all about that stuff, you can go over to my other KDP videos. I'll leave them down in the description, and they show you how to upload a book and how to basically format it and get it ready to go. So now we're going to click start, and while we're waiting for that to basically do its thing and make it so we can download them, we're going to go over to the Chrome extension called BookBolt Lister, and I have it right here. I click it, BookBolt Lister, it will bring me to this page. And what you're going to do is set a hotkey. I use Control F7. I find this a pretty good hotkey. So basically every time you click Control F7, it's going to fill in whatever book you're uploading. It's going to fill in the page with these basically things that we put in here. So it's going to fill in the categories, the tags, the description, and this, if you guys want to know all about the description, how I do my tags and things, the video down below also explains that. But here's a quick look at it. Test journal for tester's gift. I'm leaving the title blank because our test images, as you can see on the right here, are actually different, right? They're not the same, and in some cases I have had 20 designs with the same exact title, so I just fill in the title and I use my shortcut and we're off to the races. But most cases the titles are not the same, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys what I do to make it a quick and easy process. And there's a reason I have my screen half screened, because we're gonna be utilizing the half screen feature on Windows to actually get things done a little bit more quick. So if you don't have a second monitor, that's what you do. But I do have a second monitor. However, I'm going to do it as if I only had one monitor. Okay, so if you're new to Bookbolt and you don't know how to use a lister, I forgot to mention what you want to do is click on the top and click the add button. That's going to bring up an empty profile and you can fill it in with values like I have here. Basically, if you don't know the values that you want to use and you don't know how to fill in your listing, I would recommend going and checking the video down below. But once you have your listing and you want to make sure, you really want to make sure that you have everything set up here, especially your hotkey, Control F7, or just remember what it is. I recommend putting it Control plus something else because that's going to help in going through the tabs, the shortcut we're going to use to go through the tabs to make this process quicker. So I recommend using something with Control. Control F7 is pretty good for me. And now what I want to do is I'm going to exit this out. You can exit it. You'll have your profile there. You can even close this tab. I'm just going to move it to the side. We're going to go back and we're going to download our covers. Now that we have all 10, click download all, click on your zip, and then just basically open it up and bring them on over to this section where we can find them. Now, all of our covers, when we click on them, are done. This is what our covers look like. They are done, easy peasy. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to open up our KDP tab. So you're going to be on this page here, and what you want to do is come over to the paperback section, hold Control on your keyboard, and we have 10 books, so I just hold my mouse up so my mouse doesn't move. I know it's kind of weird, but hold Control and click 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we have 10 ready to upload slots. Obviously there's probably a better way of doing that, but honestly this way is quick and easy, so I just like doing it. We can close this tab, and you're going to see we have 10 tabs here. So what you're going to do is to go through a tab on at least Windows, you press Control Tab and you can get through the tab. I know there's shortcuts on Mac too, so this definitely is doable. Just look up the basically command or the shortcut on the keyboard to go through a Chrome tab, and you basically just Control and Tab and you can go to the next tab. So what we're going to do now is you're going to press Control F7 and you're going to see it fills in our listing, fills in our publisher, author, description, fills our keywords in, everything in, right? It fills everything in except for the title because we haven't picked the title. But what we're going to do before we go on is we're going to get Control Tab again, F7, and we're going to do that Control Tab F7, and I just hold down Control the whole time. Basically I just press Tab F7, Tab F7, Tab F7, Tab F7. I do that for however many tabs I have. I've done this with up to 60 before. That got a little messy, so I recommend sticking around 10 to 30 at a time. I figure that works. I find that works the best. And now we have all our downloads here. We don't need this tab anymore. We don't need this, and we don't need this. You can close this basically Chrome extension tab now that you have it set as active, and make sure it's the only one that's set as active. And now we can fill in our titles. And what I do to do this quickly when they're different is I do this half screen. So I'll half screen them. I'd probably zoom out a bit. I have it zoomed in so you guys can see clearly, but I'll zoom in a little bit more. And basically what I do is I click on the image in Windows in the file folder. Make sure also that you name your files somewhat like 1, 2, 3, 4. This especially works if you're working in the same niche for uploading. I find if you go from niche to niche, you do have to change your keywords. So this is really a fast way of getting a niche selection of your t-shirt designs over to journals. Now, I don't know why I manually just made that bigger. I could have just done this half screened, but I have test 1 up, and this is our tab 1. So we're going to go test 1 because that's the title for our tab 1. Now we're going to press Control and Tab and go to the next tab. And you're going to see we can fill in our book title again, and you have to do this 10 times. And I know this is kind of tedious, right? But it's a lot faster, especially when you have 20 designs in a completely different niche, to do this than it is to just manually upload each one at a time. That takes forever. Trust me, I did that for like 40 books, and I was wondering if there's a better way. And there is a better way. You just do this manually, and since I know the titles, I can just go and fill them in. But a lot of the time you're not going to know the titles, so you fill one in, you Control Tab to the next empty one, and then you go over. And right now you can count the tabs that you're on. I'm on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And what helps is that I know I can go to 7, because if you label them in numbers, you can go by which tab you're on, which I find helps a lot. It's just another way to basically double check that you're in the right spot, because sometimes things can be messy, especially if like 60 of these going at once. But I find this is the fastest way for me to manually upload. I know there is automated uploads, but this honestly is so fast. and I don't mind doing it. It's also, I just put on some music, and I jam out a little bit, and I do this. But you're gonna see we're at test 9. I think, did I miss one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I definitely just doubled up there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I did 9 twice. That's because I was talking. Usually I don't mess up, but if you mess up, it's no big deal. You can go back and change it. Now that we have that done, what I'm going to do is close out of this. We're going to full screen this, and we're going to go to the next page. So what I do to the next page, you can use the keyboard shortcut Control and End to go to the bottom and just have your mouse hover there. Or what I like to do now, because I find it's a lot less intensive and I don't have to like go back and forth between my keyboard and my mouse, is I just basically will go to the first tab here. I click save and continue, and make sure to have your mouse on the same spot. And then what you're gonna do is just spam your scroll wheel down. That's what I do. And you're gonna make sure you don't do that, or if you want to stay in the same zoom, just don't hold control down the whole time while you're scrolling, because it will do that. But basically just set your mouse there in the right spot, and when you scroll down, you're going to be able to put it in the right spot and just keep scrolling down and press Control Tab to the next tab. And this is how I do it. I know it's kind of weird, but I feel like you guys wanted to know how I upload quick, and this is how I upload quick. It is a little bit intense, I know, but I think it's kind of fun. Here's the thing, one more thing before I'm not done the upload process yet, but because I'm explaining it, it does take a little bit longer. Trust me, you can do this really fast. Now, once you get to this section, normally you have to click on this and then click on this to assign your book an ISBN, which is 2 clicks. Or what you can do is just press Control F7 on these tabs, and usually that would fill in the listing, but you Control F7 and it does this for you. It does the 2 clicks for you, and you just Control Tab, Control F7, do it as many tabs as you have. Now, scroll down and you're going to see all this is configured for you because we did set this up in the lister. You may have skipped it, but make sure you do set that up in the lister. It's going to help a lot, so you don't have to do it here. Now we're going to upload our book's manuscript, which is our journal interior, and you're going to do that for each tab. You're going to upload the journal cover, then you're going to scroll down, upload the journal cover, or not the cover, the interior, and then just do that for each tab. And then once you're done that, come back and we're going to do what's next. Alright, that took me about 15-30 seconds, not even, to do that. And now once after you do that, you want to scroll down here and click on the upload a cover you already have. So it's going to be put it on this, and you don't want to click launch cover creator. That's just annoying. It's not going to really cause any problems. It's just going to take a while to get out of it and to come back to this page to click the right button, which is this button. Now once you click upload a cover, you can upload your own cover. What we're going to do is we're going to upload 1 to 10, and this is why I highly recommend you label your things with a number at the end, even if you're not doing even if your books aren't test 1, test 2, test 3. If you have 30 soccer designs, you would do soccer 1, soccer 2, soccer 3, soccer 4, and it makes it a lot easier because soccer 1 corresponds with tab 1, soccer 2, and then it just goes on and on. It's much easier like that. So if you mess up, you can kind of figure it out really quickly, and you can also upload a lot more efficiently because you just go, okay, got 1, now I just basically repeat the number in my head that I need to do. Okay, 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to upload the cover. You're going to see I have 1 all the way to 10. I'm going to click on 1, and then while that's uploading, I'm going to press Control Tab, go to the next one, and we're going to, I believe something messed up here, but upload your cover file. I believe I uploaded the journal paperback in the wrong spot. You want to upload your cover file to 2, and then so on, and then you go ahead and do 3. And I actually uploaded all the journal manuscripts on the cover section, which is my bad, but it's an easy fix. You can just upload over it, and I'll go back and fix that right now. But then just continue pressing Control Tab and basically uploading the right cover file. So we're on tab 4, number 4, tab 5, number 5, and I press Launch Cover Creator, and you're going to see that it takes a while. Now you have to wait and then go back. So honestly, I would not recommend clicking that. Sometimes I make mistakes, but still, this is still the fastest way I really know to manually upload. You can just close this in the top right and come back down, and now you can upload your cover to number 5. And I'm going to go do the rest off camera. I'm going to come back to the basically final process of what you need to do, but you kind of already know all the little tips and tricks. Control tabbing through and having your mouse preset to a location is really the best way to do these things, and how to get through many tabs really quickly, aka uploading many books really quickly. Now once you have all your paperbacks and your manuscripts and your covers uploaded, what you want to do is scroll down to the bottom and click Launch Previewer, then Control Tab, and you're going to want to set your mouse the first time right to where it is, and then just Launch Previewer, Control Tab, and scroll down with your mouse, click. So I just do that pretty much every time when I want to click something to the next page, and this is how you get through multiple tabs really quickly. Now this takes a while, so you can go ahead and grab yourself a bite to eat, or grab yourself a coffee, grab a sandwich, something like that. If you're not wanting to just sit at the computer screen and wait for it to load, sometimes this can really be the longest part of the process, and honestly that's why I like doing 10 to 20 books at once, because I do all the books at once and then they're going and they're ready to go, and I can just kind of come back to them and finish them off afterwards. So these can take forever to load, but basically what you're going to do is the same concept as before. You're going to click approve on these, and once you click approve, you're going to press Control Tab, go to the next tab, and leave your mouse in the same spot and just click approve, and keep doing that until you go through each one. Approve, 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 and do that as many times as you need to do it. After you've approved it, same thing once again. You want to scroll down to the bottom, put your mouse in the right spot, click save and continue to pricing, and then click next, scroll down, click next, scroll down, click next, and so on. And really it's the same process every single time. And once you get to the pricing tab, it's the same thing pretty much. What I do is I put in my price, so we'll do $5.99. I copy it. You can press Control A and then Control C to copy it, or you can highlight it and manually copy it like this. And then what you want to do is click the expand distribution and click publish. And what I'm going to do is I usually don't scroll down that much. I just basically press this over, fill it in with my paste on my clipboard, click the button, and then press publish. And I do that as many times as I need to do it. I haven't gone to the pricing page on any of these other pages, but it's the same concept, and that's basically the whole concept, is using Control Tab and opening multiple tabs on your basically section. You can do this however you want, but using keyboard shortcuts is going to be the fastest way that you can upload books. It takes a little bit of thinking, but once you get it down, once you do it once or twice, you're going to be basically just doing it without even thinking, and you don't have to work too hard to actually upload books really fast. You just do it. And for this, I don't really go through the tabs really quick on my pricing. I just paste it in, click the check mark, press publish, and I don't do any really fancy stuff other than using Control Tab to move through the tabs quickly. And yeah, that's how I upload my Amazon KDP books really quickly. Usually I can get anywhere from 20 to 40 done in under 30 minutes. I know that's a lot of books, and it does take a little bit of practice of doing this and getting used to keyboard shortcuts. My fingers did feel a little bit weird at first using these keyboard shortcuts because I was not used to them, but trust me, keyboard shortcuts and just any kind of shortcuts like that are a much more efficient way to use your time, especially if you're going to be manually uploading. You might as well do it in the best way possible, and in my opinion, this is the fastest way possible, especially when you're converting your t-shirt designs over to journals and you don't want to pay for automation software and you don't want to do all the prep work of a spreadsheet. You can do this. It's similar, a little bit more active, and it costs pretty much $0. So if you guys enjoyed this video or found it helpful whatsoever, please consider smashing the like button. And with all that being said, if you made it to this point of the video, comment down below test, and I will definitely heart your comment. But it's been your friend Jack. I hope to see you guys in the next video. And with all that being said, peace out.